in mastering, when you're mastering a EP, an album, or whatever, you're trying to achieve the best and the most consistent sound possible throughout the actual mixing process for each song. So I discovered a little trick along the way, and it's a quick tip for y'all. And Pro Tools has its advantages as far as in the mixing window. The master fader are pre-fade. So everything that you put on the inserts, when you pull this down, it automatically turns the processing down. What you feed in the processing. So this is the master. You turn this down, and it turn all of your processing down, or whatever that's feeding it from top to bottom. When you create a bus, it's post fade. So you're not going to affect any of your processing. So whatever processing you got on your actual mix bus, which is what I created, it won't be affected. So you can have all your processing still the same. Okay, as you can see, I have everything set up the way I want it. And for instance, you have a song that might be too loud, but it might be a beautiful mix, and instead of going into the song and actually tearing it down to try to, breaking it down to turn it down, which sometimes you just can't turn it down with the master fader, you have to turn down your tracks. I would suggest turning your tracks down first. But for instance, for some reason, most of the time that doesn't work, and it probably mess up your mix. So if you got a good mix and it's just a few notches louder than the rest of your songs, this quick tip right here that I just snuck up on and learned, through experience. When I turn it, I got all my processing, my limiting, everything. I got my meters over here. For instance, if this song is too loud, I can just turn it down from my mix bus, which is the auxiliary bus. And by it being post fade, it's not going to bother the processing. Okay, that's on it, but it will turn down the actual what's going on your actual master fader, which is your output. So, that's a neat trick. Check it out.
Fast money don't sleep. Fast money don't sleep.
You see how I just turned that down and it just affected the output side? It did not affect my processing. It's still up at full level. RMS level is still high as possible. Okay.
That fast money don't sleep. Fast money don't sleep.
See how much headroom we done made?
That fast money don't sleep.
Same sound, nothing different.
Hey, smoking gas out here facing that petrol.
See how much headroom we done made? See that? See all that headroom?
My dick, she won't let go. At first she face it, then she take it like she klepto. I'm moving Cupid a week.
So I'm saying that to say this. All you have to do is incorporate this little trick in your mastering process when you trying to get the most consistent sound as far as your leveling, So if you have one song that might be a couple dB loud, instead of touching your processing, if you already have a decent mix, you can just turn it down. Like you can set up your actual mix bus like this, as far as with an auxiliary bus, and put it before your actual main output and put your processing. And in my case, I got 3. So I have one. I'm using the advantage of Pro Tools. I have another master fader set up to be the master fader of the actual mix bus. So this controls, by this being pre-fade, this controls what's ever on the track and what's ever, it's actually the master too. So it's so many ways that you can use the Pro Tools master faders and the actual auxiliary bus. You know what I'm saying? This was a quick tip from yours truly, the infamous DJ Rob 313, live from the mothership. Happy mixing. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it. Fast money don't sleep. By the way, the artist is Mo Dirty. from out of Detroit. Check him out, man. Go subscribe to his page. Mo Dirty. MOEDIRDEE. Fast Money Don't Sleep. Check the video out.
Fast money
Detroit
don't
to
sleep.
Vegas.
Fast money don't sleep. Fast money don't sleep. That fast money don't sleep. That fast money don't sleep.